because I don't have them set yet. I could probably set them, but I have the music scattered today. How are you, everyone? How you doing? So, kind of had a lot of twists in my day, okay? And that'll be like that sometimes, according to how the stars and the stars don't really move. They are your stationary shores. They're your shores. But they are your sure answers and your sure directions and everything, because they don't move. The planets move. And the planets move, they line up. The moon moves, the sun never move. But the sun that we have does not move. The sun is in the central. That's a portal, which is, we got more than one, but it's considered. And consider you in a hologram. Consider you an assimilation of the assimilated universe. And everything that is in your view is hologramic. Consider that. And it's true. So, can you make sense of it? Most likely you that don't see, from your nose to further down the road. You don't say, I don't want to say road, but the way, you don't see that you are, okay? Because you got to see it in order not see it in visible, but see it in energy. That's how you see things. You see it in energy first. After you begin to see it in energy, then you're going to see it in a different form, in a physical form, or a form that is needed to form for your fitness of your world that you're operating in, that you're experiencing. Because you do experience many different worlds, different lifetimes, different ways, different universe, different for every thing that is correlating your life, whichever way that is, okay? Because life is being made up in lots of forms of relations, okay? Of the source's thoughts, which is you creating the source's energy, and you being in the free will planet, you have a choice to create it as you will to create it. But as I said, whatever you choose, if you don't choose it according to what is the best for your soul life, what is better for your soul, the choice that I'm going to make is I'm going to make it what is the best choice that is concerned with my soul, that is in the best way, that I'm making it for the better of my soul, not for the worse of my soul, or not for the less of my soul. I'm making it for the betterness of my soul life. Some people may explain it a little different. I got a real surprise for you today. So this video may go a little longer. It's entirely up to you guys if you can stay or not, to cut it off and go and come back. But it may get long, okay? And we'll see. And then we may just take a refreshment, and go back to another video. But I have some things that I want to bring in different today, that is going to be a little bit in more of a created path that I want to create, that I'm looking to operate. And you always look, if you're looking for a solution, and you find there's a tool that is needed to make adjustment to whatever you're working with, right? If needs be, because the solution has not been totally put in place as you would like it to be, because it hasn't brought the whole thing into the place that you want to see it at, okay? Because it's still sort of unbalanced. Yeah, and you see that because you're working with it. It's your creation. And you realize that. So what you got to do, you got to do some adjustments now, because you want to make sure this place that you're working with, this created way, is going to bring home that what you wanted to bring home, and the wholeness of yourself and all that is involved. Okay? So your creation is it's got to be something where it's just not something about my life and me. But you won't be saying me, you'll be saying use. Me selfish. Selfish is the way you are now. In many ways, selfish is how you should be, because you've been taught the wrong way. See, now you're catching on with the selfish, and you're looking in the mirror with the phone, and you're going selfish crazy, because that's where you're looking at your selfishness, and you have become engulfed into the life of who that character of being, whatever we would call it. Maybe we could call it the straw man, the one that thinks that he's you, it pretends to be you, that we know you're not, but that's okay. We'll find out in the end. Will the real one of us stand up? So that selfish has got selfish, and then as more you become more selfish, you'll become more selfish in every way, because you've gotten called into this selfishness. But selfish, we shall become selfish. This is what you've been brought in to believe a whole different way, that you shouldn't, because you never have been selfish. You've been allowing others to take away from you that you needed for yourself. But because you didn't have boundaries, or healthy boundaries set in place, and you wasn't even aware how to set healthy boundaries, you didn't have no clue anything. Well, what is a healthy boundary? Why? Because things have been put down in a low vibrating life in itself, where your thoughts are just operating on a 2 helix strand of DNA. Now it's firing up. This is why you find some of you waking up, why some of you looking and you're seeing something completely that you had not seen before. You're hearing something that you have not heard before, and the sound is sounding like something you want to hear, because it is a sound that is for you to hear. You know, that's how you're gonna wake up. If you keep hearing the same freaking sound, you ain't waking up. Get that and know. That same sound, you hear it all the time, that you constantly hearing it every freaking day, or every 5 days, or whatever day you finally entertain it. And if it's how long you been hearing it, have it changed, then you need to get a tool that can adjust. You gotta find the right tool now. So you gotta hook up some sort of way to get the right tool. And a lot of times if I'm low, I need to go up high, because why should I go in the lower unless the answer is just that far down? And it could be. We have to accept the situation to see what is the solution to the problem, if it is a problem. But they're not problems. They're contracts. They're signed contracts. They're places and things in our life that we have put in and dealt with and went forth and didn't get it fixed. Why? Because we had a crooked system. Yeah, it can do now, but it's going away. More power to the galactics of light beings and the ones who's on the planet, as myself and many others who was here, made the cause of a liberation to a planet of colonized lovely ones. So that's how it's been. Oh, we're gonna change that. And this is how it's gonna be. But all I want you and everyone that they can hear me or see me or can feel me? Is to please, for the sake of your own life and your own dominion, your own soul, your own well-being, give it a try. Come out from the way that you have always been and see that there is another way to become or to be. Because the way you have been is not that way. It is a gone bad way, gone away from the way it truly once supposed to have been. And it happened some 100,000 to maybe 100,000 years back when it all started. But I do have a little information that may kind of brush it across your memory. If you don't remember it, at least you can hear it. That can give you some, maybe a little junk in the jar inside of your solar plexus to make you say, well, what the world did he just say that? Let me see, can I go look that up and see what he's saying is true? Where would you go? As one guy said, I love this guy, man. He's so awesome. He's one I'm gonna let you hear him though. We haven't met, we haven't even, I know him right now. He don't know me. I just know of him. But he's awesome. He said that's why you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be going to the library. I can't remember, I'm probably paraphrasing him, but it's supposed to be went to the library, and he said, wait, that's where all the books are, and a bunch of what it's called. That's what's called, like I said, a bunch of lies was in the that's why it's in the library. He said a bunch of lies. That's why it's in the library. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, oh yes, you're so cool, man. I love you. So there you go. Get over there where all the lies is lying in the library. That's why you think they built the library for you. What it is, it says you must go and sift through the lies and find the truth. That's all. And it's there. I told you it's there. But it's lying with the truth. So you gotta pull that sucker back out of your way. And there's a nugget in there that is gold, and you can see the truth. Because it's there. It's just hidden on the damn lies that covered it over. Like they did with your money and all that little shit they did and made you look all, after they done stole it from you. The planetarian people, that comes here for, life of many and plenty that you could, whatever gain from. That at the time when it was in the right place, in the right shape, in the right thoughts, in the right mind. We're not just dealing with a planet, we're dealing with a God here. Real entities, they are. They switch over. That's how I do bodies. Energy, they switch over, not bodies, but energy. Like I switch my energies over because it is a time and a place that you must go into a certain way of the direction that is being sown or made up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, because we're all on the stage of a world play. You're also all in a simulated computer in one way or sense. Okay? And you are the little Mario that's in there playing a part. But it's such a deep subject. I don't want to mess with it right now. I'm going to let you listen to some of the things that I want you to hear coming from these other beings that is speaking truth. But they're saying it exactly what I've said to you, but in a different twist. There's a way they can perceive, because this is what it's about, is your perception. When the contrast is there, how are you going to see if you can't, if you don't know you're in contrast? And if you see you in contrast, that at least give you a minute to step back and see how to get it focused. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a trip when you will be in it and won't even know you're in that. It's crazy. But I'm going to do a little workout first before I do. But I'm calling this show here that we're having, Show and Tell. because I'm giving you something from other beings that is like information that I know is true, like me, and I'm just sharing their voice and their insights, okay, as a light worker, a light being, or the earth angel. I had one lady on the card readers. She said there is no such thing as an angel on earth. Angel. There's no angels on earth. That's something she said. I was like, okay now. Well, let's see, can we back you the difference? Because there is some on here. Many than you would imagine. Yeah, so she's got her other little angel. She said, no, the angels are this way, and angels, no. And here's something I need to say about that, because here's where you guys sort of, because your minds are like block minds, okay? And I'm not making fun of you. I'm a straight shooter, and everybody knows that about me. But I have a good heart, and I only care about everything and everyone. I love that you're part of me. We're part of each other, and I want to be you, whatever I be here for you as I can. That's all there. So on. Okay, so on. But at the same time, I am a little pushy now. Why? Because I do want you to really kind of wake up. My whole reason that I do want you to get to waking up and get to moving and shake that shit off, because they've got some dark that we need to finish getting them off this planet. But when they're attached to your ass, it's hard for us to take them because you got them hanging on. And when you do, don't screw your ass up. So we kind of like you. So let me we wake this shit up. So snap out of it. Give us some, shake this shit off for you. Because then that's the truth. So we want to finish cleaning some things that shouldn't be holding you back and keeping you from moving forth and going down and taking your life in your own hands and being your own being and being your own person and learning how to know who you are, love yourself and think for yourself. But they are so clinging on to your back, your energy just sucking on you. Yeah, you'll be all in the, the mold up mind. You can't even feel what's going on. That's going to think. So we want to get the darks off of here. We really do. But here's one. I'll give you something, a little trick here. I'll just go to I'm not going to give it to no one specifically. I'm just going to put it out there. And I want everyone to take this and use it up to your advantage, okay? Now this guy gonna tell you this. When you get on this phone, on this video, what you can do when you're faced with a dark being, entity, not knowing that you are, but you got the feeling, because it gives a chilling feeling that coming around. It's, can I can't breathe. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. You're dark as hell. I pick him up off the phone. It's like that. And I was like, oh no. I just took the phone away. Like today, I don't know what's going on today. I'm sure it's me before I'm vibrating. I don't know where, but my vibration must be pretty out there or something, because I had text messages come to me like left and right. People normally don't text me, and I normally don't care. I really prefer not to, but they was just all over the place texting. And then here's the case that makes me kind of like, okay, here we go now. What is the deal? What's the problem that everyone wants my attention? Oh, but you just want you want to feel my energy. You want to just feel that because you feel it out there somewhere touching you. I can see, because it's not that you really want me, and you really don't, but you do want my energy. So that'll happen to you, Okay, so I'm gonna play one song, and then I'm gonna bring this information, because I'm gonna have more than one ordeal that I want to put to you, but I may only do one today, and I won't do the whole videos because they take a minute. I'm working on just getting short ones where they don't go a long time. But it's information that I know that I've said to you, and this is like a witness for your ears to hear another way, another voice, I'll say, or just another twist on what I've already spoken. Okay, you know. Okay, and what am I saying? What am I saying? Also, if you don't know who I am, anyone who do not know, and now I've got to change that because they want me to not. Why? So I have to give you the real who I am as of today. Oh my gosh. Life changes all the time, and your energy will change. And as long as you're changing, you're going to change, then your energy is going to change. You're going to go into a whole nother different timeline, a whole nother different play of the movie, and a whole nother different energy wave that's going to put you in a place where you've done lived before and you've experienced something before, but there's something that you have to do there that needs your full divided attention. Okay, because you're not only tying up your lines, but you're tying up ancestors' lines. Real stuff, it is ancestors. Okay, so I am the queen of Isis here on the planet with the life to bring forth whatever it is. So I am that energy of the queen of Isis, and I do hold that from the cosmos here on the planet. Namaste. Oh, you know how hard that was for me to do. And not that I don't like who I am, I don't disown my life, but it's the twisted mind of a person or being that you have known that has not opened yet, and yet you give it to the world, and somebody in their mind is going like, what the, you know. but that's just a protected energy that I carry, which is something that I can whoosh it out of the way when it needs to be, and whoosh it in the way when it needs to be back in the way. And that's where we should work with energy at all times. Know when to move it and when to not move it, or when to, bring it in and when to send it out. And as I say, fold it in and when to fold them and when to hold them. And that is the truth, okay? That's the way you work with energy. If you haven't got that figured out, you need to get yourself down on somewhere where you're by yourself and quiet your mind and get in a still place and get you some books and get busy. Or if you got a laptop, internet, whatever you have, you work with that knowledge that you are missing. And you have it within. But a lot of times, some things you have to see it in order for it to bring the memory back, okay? And think about it like this. As I was thinking about it one day with the all, and I was looking at my creation, and I'm looking, okay, what is here? I was saying, look, I've been putting some energy into that. Okay, I said, okay, so look, think about it like this, which is true, because I can remote view. The problem is this. It's already, you got it already, it's already yours, and you know that. Yeah, I do. Well, it is, because listen, if it wasn't, you couldn't think it. And that is true. And I was like, oh, shit, that is true. If it was something that you thought of, that meant it was already done. It's already done been created. Because you couldn't think that if it wasn't. And I'm serious. I know that for a fact because I've seen it, in my past lifetimes and I remember it. And I remote view and I knew that I could see ahead of time. And I can see it in the past time. Because I've been in the scenes where I could see it. And I'm like, dang, are we in that scene now? Like, oh, geez. That, and so you can see that, so that means that has already been created and you was there, because it wasn't, you wouldn't have been able to think it. And I'm like, that's true. So that's some good meat I just gave you guys, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do some music or song, right? Yeah, we're gonna do a couple of couple songs maybe, okay? Because we didn't play with that one that was playing, okay? We'll do a couple more, and I mean, a little mix up or something too, you know? Oh, so that one was up there. That one up there, okay. Okay. Wait, no, I'll do that one first. I want this one here.
Have you heard the news? Everybody's rocking tonight. Have you heard the news? Everybody's rocking tonight. I'm on the whole sugar baby just as tight as I can. You better know you got to know I'm a mighty, mighty man. Have you heard the news? Everybody's rocking tonight. Well, there's meeting me out behind the barn. Come on, baby, I'm gonna do you no harm. Bring along your rocking shoe. Then I'm gonna rock away all my blues. If you heard news, everybody's rocking tonight. Yeah. Well, come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on. Come on over, little looking. Meet me out behind the barn. I got news for you, chick. Jerry won't do you no harm. Have you heard the news? How's good rocking tonight? Woo! Have you heard the news? How's good rocking tonight? Hold on, hold it, mighty baby, tight as I can. Now she's alone, I'm a mighty, mighty man. If you heard the news, everybody's rocking tonight. Oh, let it rock. Have you heard the news? How's good rocking tonight? Geraldine's rocking tonight. Yeah. Hold my baby. Tight as I can, she's gonna know. You better believe I'm a mighty, mighty man. Have you heard the news? Everybody's rocking tonight. Have you heard the news? Everybody's rocking tonight. Yeah, have you heard the news? Everybody's rocking tonight. Come on, play now, mama. Everything will be all right.
So, I have to stop it because I need to take it off of that repeat thing that I have on. But so Because sometimes I find lately that those songs was created in another time is also meant for this time that you're in today. It was created in a past time for the time that we are in now. So why don't you take a peek back at something, look and listen to them and see. And so get a little coffee here. I love coffee when it's ice though. Only when it's ice, I don't like it a little bit. And I make it myself, so I'm gonna turn the light on before me to do this video, so I can see my video come more. I'm seeing, oh, I forgot to have the tinted glasses on. So it's like, look, really dark. I'm like, it's a little dark. Why is it dark? But so, so here's the thing: is your body is a very precious commodity. Okay, it's worth. I can't even put a price on it, and that's the truth. I really can't. It's priceless. The body that you hold right now. But in the brokenness of thoughts, kind of, getting fired off. I think this guy tells you what happened at that particular time. Then, say if you had you owned a whole let's say you own, that's not you own it, but let's say you say you and your family was a huge family, and was all tight, and everything was good, but you had just maybe one that you all looked up and had up as an overseer of the family, and he took care of it, or she, whoever took care of it. But then one day something happened to that person, and you don't know what happened, but that person knows something happened, but not sure what happened because it kind of fucked with the mind. Unaware, it kept running the family, but not in the right mind. Okay, so kind of like that, what went down. Okay, and then it screwed up a lot of shit. So in that process of things being so screwed up, this is where you're at today. Kind of really screwed up until you kind of wake up, and then you can break free from that program because they put you in the program. Okay, so there's something else I wanted to say to that, but I don't know what it is now. Okay, because you was like that for a long time, been that way. So it's been a hell of a time trying to wake you up on the planet to get you to come into a higher vibration. Me to start thinking out of the box. Stop seeing what it is and it's not. Stop being bullied and pushed around and allowing everything being taken over by some dark beings that don't have your best interest in mind, and they're want to take your life apart, and while they destroying you, they'll just go ahead on and just kill you. Because what it says, still kill. They'll steal you from you, and then they'll kill you, kill your pride, your the good pride, not the bad pride. Kill your, your confidence, all that in you. They'll kill all that. And when you just no more for yourself, you practice destroying and destroy. So now you just walk around life just living, existing, I'll say. Then after for so much of that, they'll just kill you. But they start here because they're not like they're physical. They only physical when they enter into a physical body, and they are able to do that as long as the body is open for them to come through. And they are doing that, and they have done it on many occasions. Are they doing it today? Of course they are. Do you know? You probably don't. But here's the key: when you're in front of one of them and you encounter one of them, because the energy is going to be totally off. They don't like me addressing their asses, but hey, I am who I am, and you're who you are, and you're me, and I'm you. I must address you so that you won't be what you are anymore. You would leave off your lousy, low life, dark life, give your life over to something that is more valuable and greater for the people, not just for you, and you live and go on and beyond, but not, you must take off that way of yours in the darkness. Okay, so when they are in your presence, you say, "Who are you? Where did you come from? And what is your name?" By law, just gotta tell you, they got to give you the answer. They got to give you the answer. They gotta say what they are. So that's your gunpowder there, guys and girls. If you want to take one of them out, and they want to get around you and try to suck your energy up and keep you from living your life and being who you think you are when you're not, because they so busy got you under their mind control, sucking this energy. They won't suck you up. They don't want you. They just want your energy, and they don't want to see you evolve. Because why? Because you don't benefit them when you evolve, and it is their duties to put a stop to your world and your life. Do not allow you to have it. It don't belong to you. We want it. Give it to us. We're here. Take my hair. And love. Take all. Let it love you up, baby. Take it. Yeah. So we're going to give them love. And you give them love like in the day. You got to get the one naked there. Out of their energy. Do not go and entertain your life in the energy of where they are existing even. Because you're giving them the things that keeps them here when we want to get the hell out of here. So that you get to not keep it to dinner and you're dead. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. But so you would be able to be free because they're not sucking you and keeping you down in low diverting thoughts and energy that you're not able to even look around and see something different than what it is. And you guys are too busy thinking that all these ways of they didn't mind fuck you with the ways of drugs. That's how you got all your parents bullshitted in the nursing homes and your mental hospitals so fucking full because they were smoking their weed and they were waking up and they could see shit and they seen it good. Oh yeah, they were seeing it because the weed didn't come from your planet, it came from there. They brought it here for your own good to try to help you to keep your mind, from being fogged. And then they seen you waking up, the old bastards, and they want to make sure you don't wake up. So they start putting out, starting, how to flood you in on something with lies that keep you from waking up. So they lied on the marijuana and lied about this and lied about this, and they already had your parents already, the children already captured in their jobs, and they was telling your children, well, your mother and your daddy acting like they, and they going around telling somebody that you need to go look out now and get them locked up because they, you damn parents, the children just went and locked your parents up, and they still doing it right today, laughing to themselves because they see shit. Because I see it, I know well they seeing it, and I know I am not no nutty case. Okay, but they can put you in there, and once they got you, they got you. And you parents children need to find yourself. Go get your parents, babies. Live them, let them live their life, and you get with them. Because this day is over. There's no more dark things gonna be all shut behind the door, Mr. Wizard of Oz. As long as you can and people, hey, don't be a rabbit that, a scary cat rabbit, but a rabbit can hop his ass on my but don't allow anyone, anything, any place, anybody, whatever, being an intimidation to you and to your life and to your soul. When that happens, you need to go find the person that is able to give you some wisdom, because that is exactly what is missing. Wisdom is your key when you don't have the power of your own soul and your own life. That's even if you got a boss that's treating, don't ever let a boss or anyone belittle you, put you in places that is not serving you. Give you some old lousy old stinking words and advice, make you feel like you just got nothing going for you. You remember those all the days, the years, of times when they had the prejudice people, all the prejudice stuff going on was pretty heavy. Well, those guys and the prejudice people, most don't have a pot to piss in. They really don't, but they prejudice. Give me a freaking break. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Who has fogged you up there and believes your mind? You need to break free from that shit. Cause you look at your life, man, and you talking about what the eco is going on. So those are the kind of, they got like a full mind control, a hold on their family lines or whatever when they're growing up, So that shit, it's crazy. But all that has stemmed through the blood of all those who tampered with you and put those old reptilian bloodlines and bloodways and they crooked crackers, all that, and now you're living it with as they are. And being the way they have been and act the way they act. Scribbling, scrabbling and biting and carrying on and eating up each other, biting and biting and just, disgusting. When you look at the reptilians and see how they act when they fight at each other, do you want to keep doing that? No, you shouldn't, because you're not like one of them. You're human and you're humanity. You're human in one sense, but you're not a human. You are called human. They say a human is called a monster. So you don't want to call yourself a human anymore. You call some still call you Homo sapiens and humanoids and like that, okay? But in reality, you are a spirit, and you are energy of spirit being entered into this body. One way or the other, you either get incarnated, you walked in like I did, or some kind of way you got in there, okay? And now you're here to do your experiences as a spiritual being, not spiritual, but spirit, in a human form, physical form, I would say. I don't like human either. It's nasty, evil. Well, can't say evil. We don't know what evil is, but I can say it and you can see it's something different. That's the way our life is here when we got the polarity and all the differences going on here, right? Nobody on the same page, nobody on the same mind, everybody's seeing things differently. Unless you get in a sect where they done got you all programmed in the church world where everybody's all in this little sect and little group, keep your fuck brain and then fart over and down in that. And I'm not knocking you because look, my body been there, it was raised up there a long time, but it was never grounded to where it could keep it there. Because it had something greater and it always wanted more. When you get satisfied with just little, you are not allowing you to yourself to give yourself the best of life that you could ever have and expand. When you in the church willing to keep you all, because you ain't really getting none, so you don't feel that good, you just go out of duty. And I don't like that. I don't want to be under control of nobody's world. If I don't want to be there, then hey, don't call me, leave me be. Because it's my world, let me live it. Now, if you really love me so much and you really see that you really need to assist me in certain things that you know that I can't get figured out or whatever, then give me some of that love because I'm ready for it. Less liberated live than it be live and be lived. That is right way to go. Because if you don't, you're not having the life that you want to have, then you're living it that you want, that that don't really fit for you. It's just satisfying. You just satisfying yourself. What they call it? Oh, it's not called satisfying. It's called compromising. Or you just it's one is called compromising. One is settling. You settling. That's what you do. You're settling. Don't settle. Don't settle. The reason why I say don't settle because here's the case. If you settle for something way less than what you truly want, and that you truly desire to be you, means you be me, to come to a higher place in life, to live your life in the liberation of totally freedom. And that's what it's going to take. Although they're doing a lot to help you to get free from the idiots that wants to keep you bent down with a bitty cord stick or whatever they call that shit and teasing you. They ain't gonna get it. But so, before I get out of here, I'm gonna have to go give some bad. But, you gotta, they kind of taking all these things, they tearing them down as you not seeing it, but it's being torn down. And when I can get you guys a little bit more out of your blank mind, where you're not really, you're still in that daze of sleep, that sleep mode, and I can get you to kind of peep out of that eye just a little bit and see that things are changing. You come and get along again and start pushing that energy forth and let your vibration go up. We can move this planet and move this energy off of this planet, this dark shit and all the old crap. DCF, baby stealing, baby eating, low life, dirty daughter getting on my cat. All the things they have done in your world and your present and your life, pretending to be, I'm there for you. I'm here to help you. Not to be a bad parent to your children, but we gonna eat them. We gonna get their blood. We gonna suck it up. And that's what I do. Bitches, I'm talking to y'all asses out there, you damn Eastern Stars. Yeah, I am. Get your hell out of there. We're coming for your ass, okay? Watch and see, because you're done. All the babies grabbing, babies stealing. Whew, your ass is finished. I know I'm going to come in and take your ass down, because I can't hardly wait. I really can't. I love you so much. Yeah, so we got to come to a world where you can come to yourself and we get up and stand up for your world and your life and not let people push you down no more. Don't let them come and take your children. Because it's all been a government's, what they call it, the guy called it, he called it a rape something. I forgot what he called it, rape case, rape something. But it's been a rape case on your planet. Raping your planet, raping your life from you. Taking all your soul and making it be all in a darkness of living and life, lifeless, like there's no hope nowhere. And the minute you don't have it, because it's just, you don't see, because everything seems to be so depressing, and it is probably. But here's the thing, I want you to learn how to get up and move your body no matter what. I don't care what you do, how you do. Take good look at your body. I don't care if it's out of shape. I don't care. Begin to take it and put it in your hands and love it and give it some good loving and take it and be caring for it. Start caring for it. Why? Because that body is a very precious jewel you got, first of all. And second of all, these people up here, your family, when they see you not doing things that benefits your life and that's going to give you the best life, they are not happy with your ass. They just may see some ping pongs. And I ain't kidding. So they want to see if you really want something. They want to see you go for it, achieve it. They want you to want something first. Stop just allowing life to just mold you over. We can see that it ain't been worth the crap, but we're going to give it to you where you can have it to the best. Why? Because you can and you already do and you already is. You just been blind by the bullshitters. Keep you down so you don't know this. And that's the truth. Okay? Alright, so I get carried away. But I really love you, and I want to give you things that you can use as a tool to get your body moving, get your mind moving, get your heart open, pumping, get everything going up, 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 up. No, down, down, down. Because down is down, and that is the truth. And as long as you keep your end down, and your light down, your head down, your foot, and everything you do, and your phone, you keep it. What the hell with all this down shit? I'm like, hey, can we get some up? I don't want to be down. I want to get it up. And so here we are, down, down, down. And you keep drop. What do you feel? I don't feel good. Up, feel, yeah. See? Big difference in the energy and flow. I despise to sit there and be with a phone or something. And then it's all you got now. All you can't do well. I'm like, come on now, guys. Please. I must leave. And so I can go build a castle that I know that's going to work for me. I want to modernize it. I want to put some, so we're not sitting, but we're standing in here having our business going and taking care of things that we need to take care of. And we got some roller skates on, But things you got to come up with a life that's going to pay off in the long run, where everybody is being beneficial from it. So not only you stimulating the mind, you're stimulating your chakra, your heart, but you're stimulating your body, you're stimulating your eyes, you're stimulating your ears, you're stimulating your nose. Everything is being stimulated. Everything's being used. Why do we have a body? We ain't going to use all of it. You got to use every part of it. If you don't use it, they're going to lose it. So we must begin to utilize it, okay? And then all other things that has to be taking place. So it's called continually working. But it doesn't be hard work. And as you keep going, it gets easier. And that is a given, okay? All right, so I don't know where yet, but I'm going to play another song possible. And then after that, I may just listen to these videos. Yeah, because planetary work that is being done is in the ether, and it's like right there in front of you, but you're not able to see it because of the vibrations of the frequency we are. You can get there, but you gotta get up there and like with my plants here, I can talk to them, but if I'm not on that frequency, I can't see them talking back, because they do this, they talk back to me, I'm like, well, we talk, and even with the little leaves and stuff. But if we're not matching, I can't see them doing it. And a lot of times they be like, oh, you look pretty, so cute. But so I also can talk to the water. I talk to the water. Water listens. Water obeys me, and it also honors me because I have to train the energies, and that's how you can do the same thing. Okay. So. Okay, so let me play some of these videos, okay? And you can hear some of the things that I talked about, and just to kind of witnesses of a different way or different sound. I think I'm gonna play him first because he's gonna be the longest, but I'm not playing his whole video in this time. I'll play a little bit and then come back on another time. And then I may play on a different video some different other beings speaking, okay?
Talking about the stone that the builder rejected, being the chief cornerstone. So we got to go back to a time when Earth was pretty much a peachy place to be. And from that, it ended up to where war and pain and suffering seemed to be the rule of the day. So we went from being a peaceful planet where we came and developed a high spiritual culture, fashion, design, dance, art, and all of the different sciences. Now, coming from what looks like a dark age, stone age, so to speak, like a prehistoric period where a couple more invites, and then I'm gonna go ahead and have you off into the subject matter. A couple more here. Okay. All right, so I'm done doing invites. So, so black people here in America are under the false illusion that they were slaves, first and foremost. So remember that history is written by the ones they call the victor. So the winner writes the story. So what story would the winner give you that would prevent you from resisting his tyranny and his reign? He'll give you a view of history that would make you least resistant. He'll give you a view of history that make you least amount of resistant to him ruling over you. And there's no secret in America that the caste system has been turned into a skin-based caste system. This is where the doctrine of white supremacy was adopted from by Alexander. Now, you have to be able to take yourself out of history as a victim of it in order to see the timeline. So we go back to the beginning. The beginning is this. When they talk about Homo erectus, Homo sapien, Australopithecines, Australorobustus, Australogigantopithecus, all of these different ancient skeletal remains they find were black people. All the way back to Lucy to about a little less than 10,000 years ago. Europe was sparsely inhabited by pockets of people before this, okay? So what happened that brings us to this point is the scientists of an earlier period decided that they wanted to capture these forces that governed over as nature spirits. And in order to capture them, they built what we see in CERN as a hadron collider, a particle accelerator. And this is the fall, but the fall was not from a transgression. The fall was from science going wrong, or how it intended. Now, so in order to be able to see what's going on, we got to go to the Egyptian sciences. All right, Egypt is the origin or the record keeper. The Egyptian sciences tell us that everything that exists came forth from something called the noon, N-U-N, the noon. It's pronounced just like noontime, and it's a reason for that. What we call, in modern science, dark matter. And dark matter is the most potent form of energy discovered to date, but it's the most hard and difficult to harvest. So this is what they was originally building the particle accelerator for back then, which is the exact same justification for this particle accelerator. Now, at this time, the people were not like they are now. The physiology was different. They had a more, like a longer body, longer torso, more protruding abdomen because they breathe heavily from their lower abdomen. When they tell you to breathe from here, breathe, and in singing they teach you how to breathe from the diaphragm, which gives you that bold look in your belly. So these people had what we tend to call a beer belly in appearance, but they were slim in description. They were very skinny people with longer limbs. So you see some humans that have arms that's way long for their body. Those are throwback from this period. Anyway, so the goal was to take these, what they call whole light beings. The whole light beings were what you call nature spirits, and they maintained the balance throughout nature because they were all like expressions of Ma'at. Ma'at being perfect balance. Ma'at being also represented by an Egyptian deity by the name of Ma'at, who actually earned the title of Ma'at as a just judge. So when you see them use Ma'at and they represent it by that particular female called Ma'at, she earned that title because she was the most just judge of the period. So she earned the title of Ma'at, and she earned the title of being just in her judgment. And so we know her in modern times, they call her Karma. They call her Karma and Akasha because she keeps the records for judgment. So it works like this. The wisdom precedes the justice. The wisdom collects the information that the judgment will be rendered by. So you got to be wise enough to know the right and wrong aspect. So then you see your biblical story of Adam and Eve not knowing right and wrong. So they're talking about because, hey, how y'all doing? Say hi to a couple people. Hey, Malika, Abadia, how y'all doing? So when you look at Ma'at in Egypt, you see other things that's tied to it. A set of scales, the woman with the wings, these different things. So you see all of this stuff in the stela or the hieroglyph. So you go to a historical record in the hieroglyph and you see that there's a whole lot of judgments taking place. And what we don't realize is that in Egypt, you have a set of earth guardians. These guardians are not originally from Egypt. They came from deeper in the interior of Africa. So we end up encountering something they call a Dogon. Now, in the Dogon story, they said that the black people came from Sirius A, Sirius B, and Sirius C. And they have some other things in their story that I'm not going to touch on because they haven't exposed it to the Western world for a reason. But they tell that the gods, Amo and Namo, when they begin to become conscious on earth, came and told them to restrain from the use of projectile weaponry. This is before the invention of gunpowder. We're talking thousands of years ago. They're telling them to avoid the projectile weapons. Now, why would they tell them that? Because projectile weapons aren't invented yet, or were they? So what they was warning them about is the projectile weaponry that we call firearms leads down a bigger bomb path that will end up in the nuclear bomb as the result. That's why they warned them against it. Another reason they warned them against it is because during the transitional phase from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, the firearm would be the symbol for the strength and the power, which is told to us by indicating the chosen one as a spear. So the flaming spear, the burning spear. Now, on the continent of Africa, the designated one as the Son of Man is represented by a spear where the tip of the spear is on fire. So you see that the publication here was out of Chicago for the New Panther Vanguard was called the Flaming Spear. You go to Jamaica, Haiti, and the islands, and you find a very strong reference to the Flaming Spear which points back to the connection to Africa. Whereas over here, it's not a flaming spear, it's a golden arrow in what they call the Americas, which is the Amur Inca. And this is why everybody's saying that they Moors. Amur Inca is this side of the water, and Afar Inca is the other side of the water that they call Africa. And all of these things becomes relevant as we unravel how did black people get at the bottom. So we go and we look at the history timeline. First, we have to understand how did the guys get trapped in the physical body, which goes to the collider catastrophe of a far ancient bygone period. The collider was built where the Mediterranean is. And when they blew it up,
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here because he's freezing up on me a little bit here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna see if I can put this video on my channel, probably somewhere. I'll share it, you know, and this video, and then you can get it, okay, and view it, okay. But I want to give a shout out to the his name is Rod Hayes, okay, and I want to thank him for the information. He really done a lot of work. He has so much to share, you know. So let's stop this video and I'll come back on another video, do a part 2. Maybe I may bring some more of his information on, but I'm gonna see if I can put it on where you can pick it up and go and listen to it yourself and get familiar with what he got many of them, okay. But once you get one, you can get to the other ones. And then I got some more other videos that I'm gonna bring in that you can hear some of this from different people, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming. And don't forget to give me your energy back by sharing and liking and subscribing, okay?